the precursor to the modern phenomena of the advertising and big data, which is merely the conclusion one reaches in the digital age after thoroughly understanding this groundbreaking book from the year 1923. 64,000 is the median number of words per book. Average person reads about 200 words per minute. Simple math will tell us that is one book in 320 minutes. To accomplish this in 7 days, numbers say you would have to read for 45 minutes a day. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button, like, comment, and share. Enjoy. Welcome to the Book of the Week series. Every week as I read another amazing title, I share it with the world. My name is Igor S.F. Walker, and today we look at Scientific Advertising by Claude C. Hopkins. So how about you slow down and relax? Reduce all that noise for just a bit. Make that choice and decide to listen. In this video, we look at a classic from 100 years ago in an edition from the Library of Congress at that, containing many principles that are common in all performance-based marketing today. Stick around till the end. I will share with you some tools I do have and use that will help you tremendously in this game of life. Discover a way to find out what actually motivates you, what innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. I will share some tools to improve your self-awareness, your social awareness, your self-management, and relationship management. Mr. Hopkins is a leading advertising authority. He probably wrote more advertising on the planet than any other man. The president of Lord & Thomas, an agency 50 years old and considered the largest advertising agency in the world. The time has come when advertising has in some hands reached the status of science. It is based on fixed principles. It is reasonably exact. The causes and effects were analyzed until they were well understood. The correct methods of procedure have actually been proved and established. We know what is most effective, and we act on basic laws. You see, men were guided by whims and fancies and changing breezes. They rarely arrived at their point, and if they did, by accident, it was by a long roundabout course. Advertising was then a gamble, a speculation of the rashest sort. One man's guess on the proper course was as likely to be as good as another's. There were no safe pilots because few actually sailed the same course twice. Now the conditions have been corrected. We cannot say that the article will be popular, but we know how to find out very quickly, and we do know how to sell it in the most effective way. Advertising has flourished under these new conditions. It has multiplied in model and prestige and respect, and the perils have been almost eliminated. You see, the only purpose of advertising is to make sales. Is it profitable or is it unprofitable according to its actual sales? It is not for general effect. It is not to keep your name before the people. It is not primarily to aid your other salesmen. Successful salesmen are rarely good speech makers. They have very few oratorical graces. They're plain and sincere, who know their customers and know their lines. And so it is in ad writing. There's one simple and right way to answer many advertising questions. Ask yourself, would this help a salesman sell the goods? Would it help me sell them if I met a buyer in person? Ads are not written to entertain. When they do, those entertainment seekers are little likely to be the people whom you want. That is one of the greatest advertising faults. Ad writers abandoning their parts. They forget they are salesmen, and they try to be performers. Instead of sales, they seek applause. Don't think of people in the mass. That actually gives you a blurred view. Think of a typical individual, a man or a woman, who is likely to want what you sell. Do not try to be amusing. Money spending is a serious matter. Do not boast, for all people resent it. Do not try to show off. Do just what you think a good salesman should do with a half-sold person before him or her. The advertising man studies a consumer. He tries to place himself in the position of the buyer. His success largely depends on doing that to the exclusion of everything else. The purpose of a headline is to pick out the people you can interest. If you wish to talk to someone in the crowd, so the first thing you say is, "Hey there, Bill Jones," to get the right person's attention. So in an advertisement, what you have will interest certain people only, and for certain reasons. You care only for those people. So then you create a headline that will hail those people only. Headlines on ads are like headlines on news items. Nobody reads the whole newspaper. Do not think that those millions will read your ads to find out if your product is of interest. They will actually decide by a glance, by your headline or your pictures. So address the people you seek, and them only. Platitudes and generalities, well, they roll off the human understanding like water from a duck. They leave no impression whatsoever. To say the best in the world, lowest price in existence, and so on, is at best simply claiming the expected. But superlatives of that sort are usually damaging. They suggest looseness of expression, tendency to exaggerate, and careless truth. They actually lead readers to discount all the statements that you make. So never be guided in any way by ads which are untraced. Never do anything because some uninformed advertiser considered that something is right. Never be led in new paths by the blind. Apply to your advertising your own very common sense. Costly mistakes are made by blindly following some ill-conceived idea. A very important reason for knowing your results. Scientific advertising is impossible without that. So is safe advertising. So is maximum profit. Groping in the dark in this field has probably caused enough money to pay the national debt. That's actually what has filled the advertising graveyards. That is what has discouraged thousands who could profit in this field. The ad writer, however well informed, may actually draw wrong inferences from facts. So an authority passes on every advertisement. The uninformed would be staggered to know the amount of work involved in a single ad. Weeks of work. Sometimes the ad seems so simple, and it must be simple to appeal to simple people. But at the back of that ad may lie reams of data, volumes of information, months of research, and so on. So this is no lazy man's field. Competition must be considered. What are the forces against you? What have they in price or quality or claim to weigh against your appeals? What have you to win trade against them? What have you to hold trade against them when you do get it? How strongly are your rivals entrenched? There are some fields which are almost impregnable. They're usually lines which created a new habit or a custom, and which actually typify the custom or the customers. Advertising without this preparation is like a waterfall going to waste. The power might be there, but it is not made effective. You must center the forces and direct it in a practical direction. Advertising often looks very simple. Thousands of men claim ability to do it. And there's still a wide impression that many men can. As a result, much advertising goes by favor. But those who know realize that the problems are as many and as important as the problems in building a skyscraper, and many of them lie in the foundations. Almost any question can be answered cheaply, quickly, and finally by a test campaign. And that is the way to answer them, not by argument around the table. Go to the court of last resort, the buyers of your product. Again, we come back to the scientific advertising. Suppose a chemist would say, in an arbitrary way, that this compound was best or that one is better. You would little respect his opinion. He actually makes tests, sometimes hundreds of tests, to actually know which is best. He will never state a supposition before he has actually proved it. So how long do you think before advertisers in general will apply this exactness to advertising? Now, to attack a rival is never good advertising. Do not point out others' fault. It is not permitted in the best mediums. It is never a good policy. The selfish purpose is apparent. It looks unfair, doesn't look sporty. If you're up for knockers, always appear eager feller. Show the bright side, the happy, the attractive side, not the dark and uninviting side of things. Show beauty, not homelessness. Show health, not sickness. Don't show the wrinkles you propose to remove, but the face as it will appear. Your customers know all about wrinkles. We are attracted by sunshine, by beauty, by happiness, by health, by success. Then point the way to them, not the way out of the opposite. And there you have it, scientific advertising. Please do help out. It is easy. Simply like this video so more people can enjoy it. Share it too and spread the word. Do leave a comment and share your thoughts. Subscribe to my channel and stay up to date. And the link to this book is in the description below. So buy it, read, never stop learning. Especially learning about yourself and about nature. So gift yourself by taking the free humanist test on my website and find out what actually motivates you. What innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. And if you feel you are ready to improve your self-awareness, your social awareness, your self-management, and your relationship management even further, do check out my Master of Life Awareness program. The links are in the description below. Thank you. Love and respect.